Hello, and we're back for the last hour of A Song at Tara. So, where are we? What are we doing?
We are in the awkward situation where the GM made a social faux pas and the ghost forgot to actually say hi to Fenno, which obviously he would have done. That was simply because the player was so quiet, I totally overlooked it. My bad. Mea culpa. Yes, I do apologize, but yes, he would have said hello. Of course he would have. And, yes, so we rejoin our intrepid heroes when they get back to the Tellurian.
Just before we leave the Umbra, I think Shiva will have thanked him for looking after the plants.
That makes him smile.
Then she'll leave.
Yeah.
What the others, if I may quickly hijack the narrative, what the others will come back to find in the Tellurian is Taliesin and Connell sitting at the table in Aaron's room, playing with playing cards that are decidedly, what's the word? Pornographic, I think is the best word.
You're in Aaron's room.
No, Aaron's in the main room.
Yeah. Ew!
I wonder where they found them.
I mean, doing something like that in one of your mates' rooms is just that's icky on any number of levels.
No, we're not doing it in Aaron's bedroom. We're doing it in the kitchen. I assume we all were at the start anyway.
Yeah.
So because it needs to be a thing, whenever the first person arrives through the from the Umbra, Connell exclaims, "I see you're handy and raised with a blowy!" And then he puts down a card.
Well, yeah, let's roll to see who actually gets that.
Yeah, let's do that, shall we?
I only get 2 because I have 1-1.
Okay, so let's
1-1.
1.
Yay, 3!
3, yes.
1.
1.
Sadly.
How about
Go, Aaron.
Go, Aaron.
Go, Aaron. Go, Aaron. Go.
All right.
So
Shiva comes out first and hears that.
Her immediate comment is, "Oh, I didn't think you swung that way."
And then Terrence comes out. Who swings what way?
Tally.
Yeah,
Oh, well, that's a given. We know that.
Tally's still focusing on the game and not paying attention to it. That says, "I'll meet your blowy and raise you a bukkake."
Aaron takes up a phone, and the distinct sound of camera is shown, like clink click.
Oh, Taryn, there's no need to take pictures. I mean, they're right here. You can have a look at them. He holds up the pornographic cards for her to see.
Oh, I need it as a reference when I'm writing later.
And she's standing bunched over, trying to keep from laughing.
All right, we're back. So, wait, what are those?
Those are cards, Aaron.
How did you get them in here? Where did you keep them?
Yeah, Tally, how did you get them in here?
You know, that's a funny story, which I'm not going to tell you right now.
Then
Anyway.
he goes over to look at the cards. So, are there only women or are there guys in there too?
Taliesin has a flick through. Ah, yes, here's one.
Nice.
Anyway,
Right.
moving on. What did you find out in the Umbra?
No, by all means, we don't want to distract you from your lovely exchange.
Oh,
Well, I was
that's
winning anyway.
That is true, actually. See, I can't lie about that sort of thing. Anyway, I'm folding, so what did you learn in the Umbra?
Very sorry to bring down the mood. We're gonna go talk to a girl who died of an overdose.
Okay, I'll just go and quietly hang myself. Excuse me. No,
Don't worry, Tally. It wasn't an overdose.
You into that as well?
There you go. No. Anyway, yes. It's very good that you have a lead. That's the main thing. Anyway.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Well, someone go wake up Francesca and we'll get back to Dublin.
I'll go. Hoping to talk to her for the last day.
Francesca has actually just risen from her slumber when you arrive. She's one of those horrible people who make morning hair look adorable.
Aww.
Hi, chica.
Is it not wishing to step over any bounds here, Francesca, but is it actually physically possible for you to not look nice in any given situation?
I look nice.
Well, I certainly think so. Yes, you make the bedhead look work. That's the main thing.
She sends you a smile that, quite frankly, could roast a chicken at 50 paces.
Mm-hmm.
And as she walks past you, wrapped up in her duvet, she leans in and gives you a kiss on the cheek and a grazie, and then she continues downstairs in order to find some breakfast.
Great, now we have to deal with him being horny all day.
Yep.
And that was in character.
Yep.
Tally, I don't drive stick.
Oh, that was the comment of the day.
Yep. Listen, half turns, and you can really see that he's blushing, and then I think I need a few minutes in my room.
This is clearly a I'll be in my bunk moment.
Tissues on the bathroom counter.
I didn't want to say that. But no, so, and he says,
I know.
And then he says, "Oh, that came out so wrong. I didn't mean it like that. Fuck. You, all of you, horrible people, go away, leave." Now.
You know, this is one of the.
You should bring Aaron for comfort, Tally.
God damn it, Shiva! He's like, he's clenching and unclenching his fists.
Makes Francesca stop and for comfort. Did I miss some joke?
We're just very good friends.
Aaron
says and touches Tally.
No. Garou shall not mate with Garou.
We need to introduce you to some files on Terran's hard drive.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, let's do that. Let's do that right now. Come on, let's go. Look, shall we just go? Can we let Francesca,
Francesca looks completely confused.
Alex, explain later, Francesca. I promise we'll have a cup of tea and we'll talk about things. But right now, I want to let you do your routine, and we need to go and do some digging, do some work. You know that we're meant to be serious. We're meant to be doing our duty for the sept and all that.
Tally, shut up. Go jerk off and
Tally.
come back when
go
you're
do
done.
some digging.
Taliesin punches Aaron in the arm very hard.
What about Finna?
He doesn't. He glares at you and just says, "I'll deal with you later."
I'll pass it on.
I would like to declare that all my laughing and sniggering is in character right now.
I the punch in the arm. I passed that on to Finna.
Mm-hmm. But yes, Taliesin does go to his room. He doesn't go to his room to jerk off, but he does go to his room.
just
And Terran goes
cold shower.
Yes, pretty much.
Go on, Taran.
And Terran goes to find Francesca some breakfast.
Yes.
They go put it out on the table again.
And Francesca is quite happy to have something to eat because, well, she got a good night's sleep and she's reasonably recovered and all that, but
I think Shiva takes the time to explain to her that we are teasing Taliesin.
Oh, so there are no files on any computer?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, there's still teasing.
Not at all. No.
There's more teasing on the computer, yes, but nothing of, I wouldn't, allow that. That would be against what I'm supposed to do,
I've not seen these files either, Francesca, so you don't have to feel like an outsider.
No, but I'm sure I
You
would like
haven't
to.
seen them,
Well, in that case, you should talk to Terran.
Terran, can I?
What? Sorry.
She'd like to see your files.
Can I see? Please?
Sure. But, don't die, okay? Terran finds her real computer this time, so she doesn't have to fiddle with a little phone, and then just finds the story that's actually on the internet.
I just read over Francesca's shoulder.
as far as I remember, it's a story between Tally and Aaron.
There's two of them. They
Okay.
try to retaliate.
I think
Right.
this is sufficiently embarrassing that Aaron doesn't get that far into it.
I will just.
It doesn't take long before you realize that Francesca finds it very difficult to read this with everyone else standing looking over her shoulder, so she starts reading it aloud to herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I,
we're driving back to Dublin in an hour and 20. So be done with what you need to be done with then. I'm
Oh, see,
gonna...
it's only 5 pages. I can read that
Yeah.
fast.
And Aaron goes downstairs to work out. Punch something really hard.
I would just say that
The last thing you hear on that way down is, Tarin, how can you possibly know the measurements for his manhood?
Also, I might add that the first story about them had 4 successes in her writing, and the second has 5.
So it's really good shitty fanfiction.
It's not shitty.
It's
but
really good. It's really good porn. Yes.
Yes.
So basically, yeah, the moment Taliesin finds out that you've shown Francesca this, he will actually try to kill you.
Let's just say, for the sake of it, he comes in while she's reading the second story aloud.
All right, yeah, he's done not having a cold shower, that'd take too long, but he sort of sits in his room, breathing and rocking back and forth on the bed, then gets up, comes back, and finds... How far in has she got? She's finished, or is she still...
Oh, it's about a page from the
I have a
the end.
question.
Yes?
Because my assumption is that in these stories, Taliesin is bottoming, but I'd like to ask the author.
Ask what?
So I assume in these stories that Taliesin is the Uke, the one who takes the dig up the ass.
Well, he has the moments where he
Oh my
tries to
God.
fight back. It doesn't always
I
work.
only have 3 letters to say at this point.
Let me guess.
So he's a feisty one.
TMI.
Yes,
Well, no, it's important for Taliesin's reaction.
on behalf...
Yes, it is.
Listeners, any that are out there, on behalf of everyone here who is sane and doesn't have a mind full of smut, I apologise profusely.
What the fuck are sane people doing here?
Yes, I'd like to know
exactly.
that as well. All right,
Anyway.
that's a very good point. Hille, let's hear it. What was the point that was being made? Yes, the point was who was the bottom.
Oh yeah, that would be Aya.
Yeah, and that is Tally most of the time, yes?
Wonderful.
That will be the thing that insults him the most, I think.
Oh dear.
So yeah, you come in, and I assume Francesca's still reading aloud.
It doesn't take long for Taliesin to work out what's going on. It really doesn't.
At one point, right around the time when he opens the door, she looks up and looks at all of you and says, "This is very strange. I always, I realize this is probably just me being, what is the word? Facetious? But I always imagined that Aaron wouldn't be able to get it up if he didn't hold a whip."
Smash cut to like 1 floor down, Aaron just unloading with taijutsu on some stand in his workout room.
Mhm.
Taryn, you have
Sound of
to
heavy
right now.
electronic music.
Taryn, very right.
Give me a second, a minute. Do I spend a willpower?
I vote to say no, just so Taryn can have a very, 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 very quick run away from the house.
You know what? I've spent enough willpower the last couple of days that I want to keep it up, so no, I don't spend a willpower. I think I need to make a rage check.
Oh my god.
I've forgotten
How many rage points do you have? 4?
I have 4, but I've spent 1. I don't know how quickly I've got them back though. So
Speaking of
throw
willpower,
4 dice with difficulty.
at what rate do you get willpower back?
1 per night of restful.
Yes, 1 per night of rest.
So one more back, actually.
Yes.
okay, so
Your rage check is just roll all your rage dice. Difficulty is based on the moon.
And the moon is still, it's 2 nights away from,
It's crescent.
it's crescent moon now, yeah.
Okay. Give me a
Difficulty
second.
it's 7.
So it's
The last thing we need is for him to actually frenzy right now.
Oh, that'd be so good, though. That would be so good. We just
That's
flip
how it
the
goes.
tone.
the difficulty is what again?
7.
7.
I would love it.
Oh my!
That is so
Whoa.
close.
How many rage points do you have?
I had, well, I said that's 4 permanent, but I had 3 at the time.
Oh, right. So
roll
that's
4 permanent.
All right, fair enough. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't roll 4 plus 3.
Is that what? Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't.
You
It's fine.
have 4 permanent, and that's how many you can spend.
No, that's why I made the mistake. I thought I had to add the extra number on.
there's
Okay.
still 2 successes in there in the first 4 dice.
That's 2 successes. So yeah.
That's scary.
Okay, so do I need to
So
re-roll it or what?
No. We'll just take the 2 successes from the first 4 in there. So
Okay. So, yes, he
it's like Jesus. 7
Very-
points of rage.
very heavy breathing. Very heavy breathing.
So
Ooh, he's into it.
with Terrence,
Another rage check. No.
with Terrence 5 dots in empathy, you know,
Yeah.
kind, does she see how angry he is?
You get 3 guesses and 2 of them don't count. Let's put it that way. He is absolutely.
Wait. 1 second. I need to. While you do that, I need to whisper something here to AJ.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh wait.
Also, I think she meant perception plus empathy. If that's what.
Yeah, perception plus empathy is 5.
Okay. I was like 5 dots in empathy. I was like, what?
No. 5 combined.
Okay, good.
He's genuinely livid.
Okay.
I vote that she was too busy laughing to notice.
Yeah, he's in that place where the rage is so pure, he's not even shaking with rage anymore. He's in that special little pool of calm that exists beyond the insanity.
Yeah, Tara
Wonderful.
looks, first she says, hi Tally, and then, oh fuck. And then it's pretty obvious she's looking for the nearest exit. She finds it, and then she leaves.
Tally, don't worry. It's the girl's version of pulling pigtails.
Oh,
Francesca,
See?
what is the most offending detail in that story that you think?
I can't see anything that is offensive in here, except for the fact, of course, that it's 2 Garou mating, which shouldn't happen. But other than that, I don't think, it's well written, and I don't give a shit who people want to sleep with.
Yeah.
People's sexuality is people's sexuality. What does that concern me? If you like boys, then you like boys.
I don't like boys. This is Taryn being This is Taryn indulging.
This is Taryn being a hormone-laden teenage girl. Yes,
You know what? Yeah, that's probably the best way of putting it.
it's still quite well written. It's a bit unrealistic, as I said. It looks like in this version, Aaron is actually capable of getting a rise without, dominating someone.
I'm imagining Aaron just walking through the room right now, just only wearing his pants with his shirt over his shoulder, just walking directly for the shower. Not even paying any attention to the conversation.
Okay.
Go on, Chris.
Well, if you're happy to continue reading that, as well written as it may be, that's fine. Although I think you can appreciate why Taryn showing it to you has made me somewhat upset.
There is no real reason. This is not in any. This is not reality. And even if it was reality, well, first of all, I would not read it if it was reality. What happens in your bedroom is no concern of mine. But it is fantasy. We all have fantasies.
Because the world is so banal and...
Much as you may want to deny it, or, that is the way it is. We all have fantasies.
Yes, I don't think it's that I mind her writing it. It's just that she showed it to you is all.
Why should she not show it to me? Of all people. I'm probably the least judgmental werewolf in all of Ireland.
That's not the issue, but... Well...
And the humblest, too.
It's the same reason why if I'd had a brother or a sister, I would have been upset with Taryn showing it to them.
She smiles and says, I suppose that does make a certain amount of sense. Well, if that is the case, she says, and closes the computer down, I shall not read it.
Thank you. And now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go and either hit something very hard or find Taryn, apologize to her. Well, not apologize, I need to glare at her and then say that there's no harm done by it.
No, let her stew a bit.
If you want, Tally, I'll spar with you. I feel like... Well, I'm a bit sorry. I hope you realize we were but just teasing.
Oh, of course. As I said, it's not...
So if you want to take out some anger, I'll be willing to spar with you.
All right.
She winks at him.
It's like... He sort of... His eyes widen a little bit, and then it's like... Okay. I could do with that.
I don't think she wrote it to be teasing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Francesca shakes her head a little and pours herself another cup of coffee and mutters something in Italian.
But don't think I'll go easy on you just because I'm sorry.
We're with all due respect, we're Guru. When do we ever go easy on anyone about anything?
Yeah, that might be.
When we
a
like
problem.
She smiles crookedly. I did 2 nights ago on my boyfriend.
Oh, Thaddeus
What is
just...
it?
He was about to walk, and he sort of takes 3 steps. Each step, he's sort of like he's descending down imaginary stairs. His legs just get lower, and then he just curls up on the ground and starts beating his fist on the ground. I don't need to hear any of this.
I think Shiva does the eye and look at Francesca and says, "We need to talk later."
Francesca has this really, really sad expression on her face when she looks at Shiva and says, Shiva, do me a favor.
Yeah?
Get him laid.
I'll see if I can find a worthy candidate. And then she tries to pick on Sally.
He gets up. Okay.
And I think as they walk towards the training room, she says, "I like her."
Yeah, she's good. She's good at what she does.
So I want to say the training room, Aaron is probably left in a hurry, so it's probably still booming electronic music coming out of there.
Probably.
And there's been placed 3 wooden beams in sockets on the floor that you can just open like latches. And Aaron has karate kidded 3 these 3 wooden beams so that they're basically like broken wooden beams, splinters and blood all over the training room.
Okay. Oh, it's good.
Oh my goodness.
So, are we just wasting the entire way, or?
Well, you guys, that was actually what I was going to ask.
Because if that is the case, then Finna is going to make it to Chris to climb Mount Aaron's house. Or
Yes.
mansion.
We could have a small Fade to Black time skip.
That was what I was actually about to say, is that...
Hard cut
this
to...
is- yes, it sounds like you guys wanted to spend the day here, and then when nighttime approached, then head into town to find the ghosts, right?
Actually, we're going to go to Dublin pretty soon and see if we can meet the Guinness storehouse girl.
Okay, yes.
And
Well,
then... Yeah,
then
so I
we
guess
shall do a
that's...
hard cut to when you get there, and I'm assuming that you're doing this then throughout the day at some point?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think pretty early on.
Yes.
Before noon.
Yes. Well, the Guinness Storehouse is, when you get there, it is one of the biggest tourist attractions in Dublin. There isn't actually a Guinness brewery there anymore. It's been moved elsewhere in Ireland, but the brewery is leased on a 9,000-year lease.
9,000?
He leased it for 9,000, the grounds for 9,000 years at the price of £100 when he leased it back in the 1800s.
It's quite a bit of money back then, but...
Yeah, but it's still a long lease. And now that the brewery isn't there anymore, or the active brewery, it's instead been turned into a museum, which means that the place is overrun with tourists. But only in the immediate area of the entrance and the museum itself. When you move a few streets away from there, you get into the few side alleys away. Then you're in the old grain barns and so on, and there's nobody there. That's just quiet and empty. And then if you move another few streets along, you get to the housing that was built by a later owner of or a later family member of the Guinness family who built very, very good and very affordable homes and housings for the workers there. But in between that housing and the storehouse itself, there is a number of small side alleys where the grain barns and the likes were kept, and that's where you might have some fortune or some luck in finding her.
All right, so Taran, Shiva, Fenna.
Yeah.
The three of you are the least offensive to the Dreamers. Try asking the locals. See if any one of them knows anything about a local girl who OD'd and died in one of these alleys. If we can find the place where it happened, we're more likely to contact the spirit, I think.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get on that. Or we'll get on that.
Aaron smiles encouragingly at you, kind of like recognizing that he would be a detriment to such a conversation.
Yeah. One question before we get to that. Did you bring Francesca with you into town?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
She was offered a ride.
Yes, she has then returned to her own place.
I think the car won't accommodate that many people. I think.
Oh, I think it's because he could be lying in the boot.
No, I think Taran's punishment for upsetting Tally is going to be that you're going to go into Lupus and you're going to go in the trunk.
That's fine, because then she doesn't have to be that close to Tally.
Just imagine occasionally if the boot's open, just occasionally Taliesin's face will peer over the edge and glare down at her, then retreat slowly. As if to fuck with her.
Gets in there, shakes, looks angrily at Aaron, then it closes. Tally sits in behind, then she ducks down, laying down like, I'm not even here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Anyway, okay, so you guys get to work on trying to figure out where someone died.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, before we do that, Taran would change back into a human, and if it's needed, she will beat Lupus, but she is looking out, searching for a girl who OD'd in an alley.
Yes. Well, as you make your way around, and obviously not many people actually know what happened. Most of the people who live in the tenements where the housing, as I mentioned before, they haven't lived there for well, they are houses that are inherited. They do run in the family and they're really good. So, the same families have probably lived there for 100 years. But when this girl OD'd, they can't remember. Nobody really seems to know. So they're, after about an hour, maybe an hour and a half of fruitless asking around, everyone is on their way back to basically to report in and say, no luck.
We could try the library.
Well,
or internet.
You were saying, Joe?
Before you actually, as I said, you are on your way back.
Yeah, but this was just something Finna said on the way back.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Just continue.
Well, on the way back there, who's walking with who?
I think it's been split between. Oh God.
The
Boys and
the
girls?
Or-
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, the girls then, in that case, on the way, just as Fenna has said this thing about the internet and computers and libraries and so on. You do suddenly have this cold feeling, much the same as you did in the in Odd's apartment.
Taryn stops and looks around.
Same.
Yeah.
There's a very distorted shape sitting in the shadows. You just basically you're passing a very small cul-de-sac between two storehouses.
I think she will points and then whispers, "Here are the Umbra."
I don't know. Sorry? Are there anyone on the streets?
No.
I were actually about to say Adanoni Himlin as in the song, but then I realized that I was trying to sing a song instead of talking. And in the wrong language, too.
I don't know if this would cross you guys' minds, but I might as well mention, unless the GM storyteller would prefer I don't.
Go on.
That you don't have any of the runes with you.
No, but I'm asking if there's anyone on the streets.
No, there isn't.
Not asking where the rooms are.
No, there's nobody on the streets.
We should probably get the guys.
But she might disappear before they get here.
I can stay here, and one of you can go get the guys.
We could text them,
Sure.
unless ghosts make.
That reminds me, I still have Connor's phone.
Oh, I
Text.
hope he's with the others then.
Yeah.
Here's hoping ghosts don't interfere with mobile signals then.
Taryn writes Aaron.
Yes.
Just because it rhymes.
And just
No,
as
right.
you send your messages, the decrepit, crooked shape in the cul-de-sac looks up, and it notices you, and it retreats further into the into the darkness. And incidentally, of course, it's this.
Whoa!
It's.
Is it?
I think she's running away. We might have to follow without the guys.
Ah,
Yeah.
fuck. She sends the text and then she goes for the girl.
Yeah.
Please don't leave.
Come on, Finna.
No, she said it
Oh,
at the ghost.
yes, sure.
To the ghost, hoping that it would, react and maybe not leave.
It doesn't retreat any further when you say that. She seems to be. She stops retreating. She doesn't come any closer either.
Finna takes a trying step forward. We've been looking for you. We wish to talk.
The girl or the ghost puts her hands to the side of her head and starts rocking back and forth.
Questioning look at the others.
Taryn steps forward and just, goes down to her knees in front of the girl. We're not going to hurt you. We've heard about a Winda who talks with the ghosts here. You seem to like her.
That makes her stop rocking and looking up. For a second, the horribly distorted face settles into a normal girl's features. It's only for like a split second, but there's definitely recognition on her face. And then then it ruins again, and she looks like that weird.
Taryn smiles unfazed at her face. That sounds weird. Kindly, someone bad is looking for her, and we also need some questions, but we're not gonna hurt her. It's really important that we find her.
The girl looks like she still looks absolutely terrified, and like she is on the verge of running away. But there's no question that she recognized when you mentioned Winda, she knew who you were talking about.
Do you know where to find her?
She nods. Very, tiny little nod, and very hurriedly, like she's still afraid.
Yeah. Would you be willing to show at least one of us?
She covers the sides of her head again and begins to rock back and forth.
Can you take a message to her then?
You, she seems for a second, it's like she's about to answer. And then a terrified little shriek escapes her, and the cold gets a whole lot worse.
Time to look around.
I
bet the boss showed up.
In the deep.
It's a good point.
At the deep end of the cul-de-sac, another form steps forward, straight towards you.
Oh.
Taryn almost shields the girl as if in no, you're not hurting. Oh, it's Darky. But she's still like halfway between herself and the girl, as if in trying to protect her because she's obviously fucking scared.
Valid point was brought up. Regarding our arrival on the scene.
Yes.
Did we in fact receive a message?
Yes,
and are we on the
yes,
way?
Yes, you are on your way.
Cool. You just say the word.
I will do as soon as you get there. But yes, Darky is standing at the end of the the cul-de-sac, staring straight at you. Her clothes burnt or singed from the fire of the bonfire that she was burnt upon originally. And she crosses her arms over her chest and looks directly at Taryn and just says, "Let her go."
Sure. You don't have to stay.
The frightened girl scuttles away behind Darky.
Oh.
What do you want with her? She's one of mine, and I will protect her. And if you try to hurt her, so help me.
We didn't try to hurt her.
Then why is she so frightened of you?
I don't know if this transfers into ghosts, but we're werewolves.
I know what you are. Not because I can see, but because I know who you all are. Very little happens in Dublin that I don't know of.
Taryn shrugs. Then I really don't know why she's that scared.
Me neither.
She doesn't know you, I do. And again, she's afraid of everything and everyone. So what do you want?
We were looking for Winda.
Yeah, As if I'm handing her over to your kind.
We're afraid something bigger and better is after her.
Bigger and badder than you, hairy beasts?
Yeah.
The ghost makes a good point.
The only thing bigger and badder than you in this city is me.
Well, and people like us gone bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me for asking, but is there any one of you that hasn't?
Some of us, most of us, are still working against the worm.
Right. And that's why you flip out as often as you do, I guess.
Well, that's the curse.
Why should I help you? Why should I give you Winda?
If not,
Go on.
we don't want you to give us window. We just wanted to at least give her a message.
And this is the time when the boys arrive.
Is everything alright?
Yeah, we found
Yeah.
Dottie.
Get them out of here.
Who? What?
Men.
Oh.
I
Alright,
think you
get
should
lost.
stay back.
Shoo!
So, yeah, Aaron definitely steps back at the behest of his pack mates. Steps back a good long while, but he wants to be within, like, easy sprint and
Yeah.
murder distance.
Yes. Ugh.
Look, Darky, Kelly, we want to talk to Winda because we believe she has answers to something that has happened to us that might relate to her problems as well.
I see. Now, that all sounds very fancy. I have no reason to believe you, and you're being very floral about this.
Floral.
Very flowery.
Huh?
Give me details.
In that case, perhaps we shouldn't talk on the open street.
Well, this isn't the open street. This is a cul-de-sac where nobody ever comes. And I'm not going somewhere else with you.
How far is there to Dottie?
About 10, 15 meters. 15 meters.
Well, then Taryn just closes the distance so they don't have to yell at each other.
You can hear each other quite well without shouting. It's the sound is carried through the very very narrow passage. But if you do get closer, she begins to back away, and she says, "If you continue that, I will go away, and I guarantee you, you will never find Winda."
Wait, Taryn, could you... Okay, listen. Some of ours were killed, and we were told by the first or the last that...
It was the first.
That someone related to Winda was the culprit.
Her father.
Yeah.
So that sorry sack of shit finally made it here.
It appears so, yeah.
Damn. Well, that's what she's been afraid of all along.
Well, if you don't mind me saying, then perhaps she could use a pack of ferocious wolves helping her get rid of the bastard.
I don't think you understand. She is a ferocious wolf.
Shiva raises an eyebrow and looks confused. Yeah.
She's Guru?
Yes, she is.
Taryn covers her face. When her daddy is one of us, then there's a very big chance that she would too. You know.
I suppose that's true. And I assume then that that might be the source of her mistrust of us?
She has no reason to trust any Fina. You carry very long grudges.
Would you have reason to trust Get?
Who has ever had reason to trust the Get?
Boo.
Burn.
Wait, Philip just went boo at a ghost.
Point.
Hey, I don't think the Eastern Europeans ever had exchanges with the White Howlers.
Look, I don't know about any... Well, I guess I do know. But I'm not my tribe, okay? The only grudge I have is against the one who murdered our friends.
I have no reason to hand her over to any Fina, no matter what you say. It's her life on the line. You'll pardon me if I'm being protective, I'm sure.
You don't have to hand her over. We just want to speak. We don't even mind if you're there while we do so. We can be at, a big distance like this, and you're there, and you can make sure we don't take her away.
Or at least give her a message and let her decide if she even wants to speak with us.
If you are at the back entrance to Christ Church tonight at 11, I'll be there and I will bring her if she wants to come. And if she doesn't want to come, I'll be there alone to let you know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Leave the menfolk at home.
Okay.
Noted.
Sure.
She fades back into the darkness. It's gone.
Well, it seems like it's going to be a girls' night out then.
So
Yeah.
are you okay?
Joan, were we able to hear all this?
Yes, you heard all of it.
Then Connor does indeed whisper to Aaron what I typed in the chat.
Yeah, what did you type in the chat?
When the ghost said to leave the boys at home, and that's
Yeah, what did you type?
Aaron whispers Connor whispers to Aaron, yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, that will happen.
It's definitely not gonna happen.
It is definitely going to happen.
Tara,
guys
it's
okay?
not even a discussion we're going to have.
I think perhaps we could leave you nearby, but not in sight. Would
That's
that be
exactly
agreeable?
what's gonna happen. We're gonna stay close by on tactically sound positions. You need anything, you howl.
Close by, but we can't be within too easy a range. Otherwise I think she'd know.
I
Yeah.
don't actually give a fuck if she knows.
No.
Well, we should, considering that she's the one holding the cards at the moment.
Cat made it very clear. This particular ghost respects shows of force. You be too lenient, she's just gonna blow you off.
I don't think it's that she respects shows of force, it's that she respects those who don't back down. There is a distinction.
Also, if she really is interested in protecting this girl, she'll need everything we've got as well, and she knows it as well as we do. So she doesn't hold the upper hand. She doesn't hold all the cards. She thinks she does.
I hope you are right.
We'll stay nearby.
What time is it now?
At noon.
It's around noon, so you have about 11 hours to burn before then.
Well, we could.
We have plenty of time to plan it out, but let's get somewhere more comfortable first.
Yep. I know this great Thai food place.
Thai food. Now I
Shame
want
you don't
Thai.
have a pub we can hang at.
Well, I do, but I'm not.
I was thinking somewhere more private, where we can't be overheard, planning our assault on a church.
Fine, I
Not
got the
salt.
place.
But we
Not
can order
salt.
Thai food.
Sure. So I'm assuming like next session we pick
Yes.
up at one of Aaron's nightclubs that
Probably,
isn't
yes.
actually open at this point, but
Yes.
that's
Yes.
the point of private. And
Yep.
then with some boxes of Thai food.
Yes, I think that sounds like a very good plan. Oh heavens, that does sound like an excellent idea. Let's do that, and we shall call it for the night.
Definitely. And I mean, we'll just pick up where we left off next time, I guess. So see us next week for more A Song of Tara.
Sure.
And where we will hopefully not be horribly murderized by a ghost.
Hopefully.
So catch you then, and until next time, bye!
Bye.
Bye.